There's pictures online of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've driven by it myself.
Yeah, it's super colorful and it's quite hard to miss.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Bald eagle.
Yeah, yeah. All about, the idea of just freedom and the idea of flight and things is really something I always kind of dream about, which is kind of interesting too, is why one thing I did these triangles is for the longest time I'd have just like triangles in my dreams, like these random symbols of triangles, and I didn't really know why, so it was kind of, part of this was just getting that out, expressing that.
So, and this is exactly the way that I work. I mean, the whole idea is that I don't really want to rein in my body so that I can create this detailed thing that exists outside of me. The whole idea of art for me is to discover who I am and what I am, and what do these hands do? I don't know, I could probably make them do anything I wanted, but I don't want to make them do what I want. I want to find out what's there, And it's this process of really trying to get myself out of the way so that the creative juices just flow out into the world. And I think we're starting to get this with the video thing and the other projects we're starting to work on.
Yeah.
Things are starting to happen in that direction, but it's been a long haul. I'm 50 years old. But I saw this thing online that Jung said, life begins at 40. Everything before that is research.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. That's pretty, that's true. There's multiple great quotes from master artists and stuff that basically said, like, you're not really going to get it until you're almost about dead. But that's the one thing I love about art, is that it is like, it's a lifelong journey, it's something.
Did you hear what he just said? Art Life. This is the Art Life video blog. This is what this is all about.
Perfect. And then also what you were talking about too is one thing I kind of didn't mention, but about like detail. Like I like a certain amount of detail just because I love graphic things, things that are going to catch your eye from across the room and like, be like, oh God, what's going on here? But I do simplify everything, I don't want it to be perfectly exact because that's not what I'm trying to create.
So do you begin with like a free drawing, like you just kind of sketch something out and then go from there? Or
yeah, well again, one of my favorite artists, like I said, is Keith Haring. So I try to do everything, like, as you can see, like when you look up close on the pieces, they all have a black contour line around them.
Right.
And so basically I go in with pencil first and I try to just one-shot everything.
Right.
And like just do that one line. And of course sometimes I have to erase it, which is why I use the pencil first.
Right.
But then I go in immediately afterwards with a 0.8 micron is usually what I use. Nice, but still pretty thin, but still holds a nice bold line. And then after that I take photos of the work and then digitally render it after that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a lot of process in there, but I feel like that's part of being trained because my degree is in printmaking.
Yeah.
And so printmaking is all about process. There's a number of professional artists that like the work you see on the wall isn't quite as important as everything else that's involved in it. What kind of press are they using? What kind of inks are they using? What kind of paper is it? What kind of blocks are you using? Are you even using blocks? Are you carving wood? Like, there's so many different variations.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say is all of these prints are one of 25 prints that are in existence, and they're really high quality. The quality of the ink.
You were talking about the paper, and you get it from France?
Well, actually, that's those are my linoleum block prints that I do that. So these are a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, the papers. It's actually. I love this paper. I just started using it. It's the Epson cold press, and so it has a slight little texture to it, but it's got a nice weight, and it's a beautiful paper. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. But definitely, using doing the Chiclet prints, which is just, it's a fancy French word meaning little squirt, because literally when it comes out of a digital inkjet, it's a little squirt of ink. And So, and I just love, having to explain that to people, which is also why, and it's just a fancy name.
It conjures up all kinds of images.
Exactly. Just the color quality and stuff that I'm able to get, like I said earlier, like this whole show was only made in 2 weeks, but if I were to do even one of these prints, doing classical block print style, and usually I work reduction print when I'm doing block prints, and which is also in England is called the suicide method, because once you start you can't go back, and once you carve out your lightest color, that's your lightest color, you can't fix that, and so yeah, like doing something like that would take a few weeks to almost a month to get one of these pieces
technology
done.
has saved us a lot of time. I don't know if
Exactly.
it's really doing us any favors, but at least we're getting a lot done.
Yeah, that is
So,
true.
how do people get a hold of you to buy your artwork?
Mostly, right now, I'm actually in the process of getting my website together and stuff like that, because I do, I design a lot of stuff. I actually was making my own t-shirts for a while, but so a lot of it's kind of just word of mouth, really. But through Facebook, Josh Gross, and then my Instagram is at J144, or at J144art.
You just name on the wall there. So
It's on there.
Is it on there? Good.
Yeah, it's spelled gross like it sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the last name.
So that's on on Facebook. They can message you if they want to.
Yeah, and on Instagram, and on Instagram also has my email account on there for direct contact and things.
Great.
Yeah, and actually also kind of why it's called J144 is 144 or 12 squared is a gross, and so it's kind of funny. My dad's license plate says Mr. 144, so whenever business people see him coming around, they know Mr. Gross is coming.
So you're taking this show down right now.
Yeah, actually, at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's coming down, but it's been up here for about 2 months now. So
What's the next step? What do you got going on?
Right now, I'm working on a couple things. Actually, might be doing a little project, doing characters for a real estate magazine for their Realtor of the Month kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty funny and kind of fun work, and it's some family owns the company, and so they had approached me, and I was just especially for family, I'll do stuff that maybe I wouldn't do otherwise, but and then also we're working with a couple people on possibly starting a clothing company that's all there's one financial backer, and then it'll be 3 artists doing all of the art, and they all hold fine art gigs and stuff like that, and so it'll be really quality stuff at a good price, and meaningful work, and it's all fun stuff too. So
Who are the other artists?
right now they're kind of up in the air. A buddy, Zach Lube, Josh McKeary, and then there's one other guy that we're kind of in talks with that we would like to have, but don't want to say his name yet. Because it'd be a surprise too to have him. He's
No worries.
a really cool artist, but.
All right. So, anything else you want to say last minute?
Well, we 4th F and Friday.
Oh yeah. We need to invite you to the Triple F party.
We're having a
23rd
gallery.
And we've invited every artist that we've interviewed so far. And it's on the 23rd of January.
Okay.
It's going to be at our house first, but the intention is to blow it out of our house and get a space eventually. So
Cool.
We're going to do it every month for the year.
There's an event on Facebook for it,
Of
and
2015.
it's open invite, so you can invite all your friends, all your family.
Awesome.
Bring some
Cool.
art.
Yeah.
We're going to fill the walls with art and have a musician there. We'll have some food, and it'll be a great time.
Yeah, sounds like it.
We're asking all of the artists
Yeah.
to donate
We're gonna do
a
a-
piece for a raffle, and if a guest comes and donates $5 or more, they get a raffle ticket, and we'll just give away a bunch of free art from all the artists as well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I definitely know a lot of people that are going to try and get in on that.
All right.
I mean, send people our way, really,
Yeah.
please.
We're-
Oh, no, yeah.
We want too many
Absolutely.
people. Because if we have too many people, then we're doing great.
Yeah, no, perfect. That's exactly like, well, I was just in the show, it's actually up right now. Magic Garden Strip Club in Portland. It's one of the oldest strip clubs in Portland, actually. Is unfortunately, their building owner will not allow them to extend their lease anymore, so they have to close. But the One Grand Gallery down in Portland did a show for that, and just to say, like, because we actually went to the show and there were so many people there that like we actually had to leave like after a short amount of time just because it was that packed. So hopefully this ends up being that many people.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
No, I don't want the neighbors to call the cops. We're gonna tell everybody what we're doing, and we'll get
They're gonna
everybody
come to the
ready.
show and
It'll
have
be
fun.
good.
Yeah, the cops will be there.
We're not trying to get in trouble. Don't misread me. So anyway, Josh, it was really great to talk to you.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys. It was
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
Keep in touch, and
This is the Art Life video blog. When we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna give away some free art. So subscribe and like us and share us. We love you. Thank you so much for
Love you.
tuning in. Bye.